Is there such a thing as the human soul?
Yes, it is the third aspect of your being. You are a three-part being made up of body, mind, and spirit.
Well, I know where my body is. I can see that. And I think I know where my mind is. It's in the part of my body called my head, but I'm not sure I have any idea where my...
Wait a minute, hold it. You're wrong about something. Your mind is not in your head.
It's not?
No, your brain is in your skull. Your mind is not.
Well, where is it, then?
In every cell of your body.
Whoa.
What you call the mind is really an energy. It is thought, and thought is an energy, not an object. Your brain is an object. It is a physical, biochemical mechanism, the largest, most sophisticated, but not the only mechanism in the human body with which the body translates or converts the energy, which is your thought, into physical impulses. Your brain is a transformer. So is your whole body. You have little transformers in every cell. Biochemists have often remarked at how individual cells, blood cells, for instance, seem to have their own intelligence. They do, in fact.
That goes not just for cells, but for larger parts of the body. Every man on the planet knows about a particular body part that often seems to have a mind of its own.
Yes, and every woman knows how absurd men become when that is the body part they allow to influence their choices and decisions.
Some women use that knowledge to control men.
Undeniable. And some men control women through choices and decisions made from that place.
Undeniable.
Want to know how to stop the circus?
Absolutely.
This is what was meant earlier by all that talk about raising the energy of life to include all 7 chakra centers. When your choices and decisions come from a place larger than the limited locale you have described, it is impossible for women to control you, and you would never seek to control them. The only reason that women would ever resort to such means of manipulation and control is that there seems to be no other means of control, at least none nearly as effective, and without some means of control, men often become, well, uncontrollable. Yet if men would demonstrate more of their higher nature, and if women would appeal more to that part of men, the so-called battle of the sexes would be over, as would most other battles of any kind on your planet. As I have said earlier, this does not mean men and women should give up sex or that sex is part of a human being's lower nature. It means that sexual energy alone, when not raised to higher chakras and combined with the other energies that make one a whole person, produces choices and outcomes that do not reflect the whole person. These are often less than magnificent. The whole of you is magnificence itself. Yet anything less than the whole of you is less than magnificent. So if you want to guarantee that you'll produce a less than magnificent choice or outcome, make a decision from your root chakra center only. Then watch the results. They are as predictable as can be.
I think I knew that.
Of course you did. The largest question facing the human race is not when will you learn, but when will you act on what you've already learned.
So the mind is in every cell?
Yes. And there are more cells in your brain than anywhere else. So it seems as though your mind is there. Yet that is just the main processing center, not the only one.
Good, I'm clear. So where is the soul?
What do you think it is?
I don't know, behind the third eye?
No.
In the middle of my chest? To the right of my heart, just beneath the breastbone?
No.
Okay, I give up.
It is everywhere.
Everywhere?
Everywhere.
Like the mind.
Oops. Wait a minute. The mind is not everywhere.
It's not? I thought you just said it was in every cell of the body.
That is not everywhere. There are spaces between the cells. In fact, your body is 99% space.
This is where the soul is?
The soul is everywhere, in, through, and around you. It is that which contains you.
Wait a minute. Now, you just wait a minute. I was always taught that the body is the container of my soul. Whatever happened to your body is the temple of your being?
A figure of speech.
Huh?
It is useful in helping people to understand that they are more than their bodies, that there is something larger that they are. There is, literally. The soul is larger than the body. It is not carried within the body, but carries the body within it.
I hear you, but I'm still having a hard time picturing this.
Have you ever heard of an aura?
Yes. Is this the soul?
It is as close as we can come in your language and your understanding to giving you a picture of an enormous and complex reality. The soul is that which holds you together, just as the soul of God is that which contains the universe and holds it together.
Wow. This is a complete reversal of everything I've ever thought.
Hang on, my son. The reversals have just begun.
But if the soul is, in a sense, the air in and around us, and if everyone else's soul is the same, where does one soul end and another begin? Uh-oh, don't tell me.
You see, you already know the answer.
There is no place where another soul ends and ours begins. Just like there's no place where the air in the living room stops and the air in the dining room starts. It's all the same air. It's all the same soul.
You've just discovered the secret of the universe.
And if you are that which contains the universe, just as we are that which contains our bodies, then there's no place where you end and we begin. You can clear your throat all you want, but for me this is a miraculous revelation. I mean, I knew I always understood this, but now I understand it.
That's great. Isn't that great?
You see, my problem with understanding in the past had to do with the fact that the body is a discrete container, making it possible to differentiate between, well, this body and that body. And since I always thought that the soul was housed in the body, I therefore differentiated between this soul and that soul.
Quite naturally, yes.
But if the soul is everywhere, inside and outside the body, in its aura, as you put it, then when does one aura end and another begin? And now I'm able to see for the first time really in physical terms, how it's possible that one soul does not end and another begin, and that it is physically true that we are all one.
Yippee! That's all I can say. Yippee!
I always thought that was a metaphysical truth. Now I see that it's a physical truth. Holy smoke, religion has just become science.
Don't say I didn't tell you so.
Wait a minute, if there's no place where one soul ends and another begins, does that mean there's no such thing as an individual soul?
Well, yes and no.
An answer truly befitting God.
Thank you.
But frankly, I was hoping for a little more clarity.
Give me a break here. We're moving so fast.
Yes, we are.
So let's just catch our breath here.
Okay.
Everybody relax. I'm going to explain it all to you.
Okay, go ahead. I'm ready.
You remember how I've talked to you many times now about what I've called divine dichotomy? Well, this is one of them. In fact, it's the biggest one.
I see.
It's important to learn about divine dichotomy and understand it thoroughly if you are to live in our universe with grace. Divine dichotomy holds that it is possible for two apparently contradictory truths to exist simultaneously in the same space. Now, on your planet, people find this difficult to accept. They like to have order, and anything that does not fit into their picture is automatically rejected. For this reason, when two realities begin to assert themselves, and they seem to contradict one another, the immediate assumption is that one of them must be wrong, false, untrue. It takes a great deal of maturity to see and accept that, in fact, they might both be true. Yet in the realm of the absolute, as opposed to the realm of the relative in which you live, it is very clear that the one truth, which is all there is, sometimes produces an effect which, viewed in relative terms, looks like a contradiction. This is called a divine dichotomy, and it is a very real part of the human experience. And as I've said, it's virtually impossible to live gracefully without accepting this. One is always grumbling, angry, thrashing about, vainly seeking justice, or earnestly trying to reconcile opposing forces which were never meant to be reconciled, but which, by the very nature of the tension between them, produce exactly the desired effect. The realm of the relative is, in fact, held together by just such tension. As an example, the tension between good and evil. In ultimate reality, there is no such thing as good and evil. In the realm of the absolute, all there is love. Yet in the realm of the relative, you have created the experience of what you call evil, and you've done it for a very sound reason. You wanted to experience love, not just know that love is all there is, and you cannot experience something when there is nothing else but that. And so, You created in your reality and continue to do so every day. A polarity of good and evil, thus using one so that you might experience the other. And here we have a divine dichotomy, two seemingly contradictory truths existing simultaneously in the same place. Specifically, there is such a thing as good and evil. All there is love.
Thank you. Thank you for explaining this to me. You've touched on this before, but thank you for helping me understand divine dichotomy even better.
You're welcome. Now, as I said, the greatest divine dichotomy is the one we are looking at now. There's only one being, and hence only one soul. And there are many souls in the one being. Here's how the dichotomy works. You've just had it explained to you that there is no separation between souls. The soul is the energy of life that exists within and around as the aura of all physical objects. In a sense, it is that which is holding all physical objects in place. The soul of God holds in the universe. The soul of man holds in each individual human body.
So the body is not a container, a housing for the soul. The soul is a container for the body.
That's right.
Yet there are no dividing lines between souls. There's no place where one soul ends and another begins, and so it's really one soul holding all bodies.
Correct.
Yet the one soul feels like a bunch of individual souls.
Indeed it does. Indeed I do. By design.
Can you explain how it works?
Yes. While there is no actual separation between souls, it is true that the stuff of which the one soul is made manifests in physical reality at different speeds, producing different degrees of density.
Whoa, wait a minute. Different speeds. When did speed come in?
All of life is a vibration. That which you call life, you could just as easily call it God, is pure energy. That energy is vibrating constantly, always. It is moving in waves. The waves vibrate at different speeds, producing differing degrees of density or light. This in turn produces what you would call different effects in the physical world, actually different physical objects. Yet while the objects are different and discrete, the energy which produces them is exactly the same. Let me go back to the example that you used of the air between your living room and dining room. It was a good use of imagery that just popped right out of you. An inspiration.
From guess where?
Yes, I gave it to you. Now, you said there was no specific place between those two physical locations where the air of the living room stopped and the air of the dining room began.
Yeah.
That is true. Yet there is a place where the air of the living room becomes less dense. That is, it dissipates, becomes thinner. So too the air of the dining room. The further from the dining room you go, the less you smell dinner. Now the air in the house is the same air. There is no separate air in the dining room. Yet the air in the dining room sure seems like other air. For one thing, it smells different. So because the air has taken on different characteristics, it seems as though it is different air. But it is not. It is all the same air, seeming different. In the living room, you smell the fireplace. In the dining room, you smell dinner. You might even go into one room and say, "Phew, it's stuffy. Let's get some air in here." As if there was no air at all. And yet, of course, there's plenty of air. What you are wanting to do is change its characteristics. So you bring in some air from the outside. Yet that is the same air, too. There's only one air moving in, around, and through everything.
This is cool. This is really cool. I mean, I totally get this. I love the way you explain the universe to me in ways I can totally get.
Well, thank you. I'm trying here. Like the air in your house, the energy of life, what we'll call the soul of God, takes on different characteristics as it surrounds different physical objects. Indeed, that energy coalesces in a particular way to form those objects. As particles of energy join together to form physical matter, they become very concentrated. Mashed up, pushed together, they begin to look like, even feel like, distinct units. That is, they begin to seem separate, different from all the other energy. Yet this is all the same energy behaving differently. It is this very act of behaving differently which makes it possible for that which is all to manifest as that which is many. As I explained in Book 1, that which is could not experience itself as what it is until it developed this ability to differentiate. So that which is all separated into that which is this and that which is that. I'm trying to make this very simple now.
Thank you.
The clumps of energy which coalesced into discrete units that held in physical beings are what you have chosen to call souls. Parts of me that have become the lot of you are what we are talking about here. Thus, the divine dichotomy. There is only one of us. There are many of us.
Whoa, this is great.
You're telling me? Shall I go on?
No, stop here. I'm bored. Yes, go on.
Okay. Now, as energy coalesces, it becomes, as I said, very concentrated. But the further one moves from the point of this concentration, the more dissipated the energy becomes. The air becomes thinner, the aura fades. The energy never completely disappears because it cannot. It is the stuff of which everything is made. It's all there is. Yet it can become very, very thin, very subtle, almost not there. Then, in another place, read that, another part of itself. It can again coalesce, once more clumping together to form what you call matter, and what looks like a discrete unit. Now the two units appear separate from each other, and in truth, there is no separation at all. This is, in very, very simple, elementary terms, the explanation behind the whole physical universe.
Whoa. But can it be true? How do I know I haven't just made this all up?
Your scientists are already discovering that the building blocks of all of life are the same. They brought back rocks from the moon and found the same stuff they find in trees. They take apart a tree and find the same stuff they find in you. I tell you this, we are all the same stuff. We are all the same energy, coalesced, compressed in different ways to create different forms and different matter. Nothing matters in and of itself. That is, nothing can become matter all by itself. Jesus said, without the Father, I am nothing. The Father of all is pure thought. This is the energy of life. This is what you have chosen to call absolute love. This is the God and the Goddess, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. It is the all-in-all, the unmoved mover, the prime source. It is that which you have sought to understand from the beginning of time, the great mystery, the endless enigma, the eternal truth. There's only one of us, and so it is that which you are.